Life, and I'm so glad that you're back with me today, guys. I can't wait to tell you today's topic. Oh my gosh. Today we're talking about 10 reasons why I prefer running on the treadmill over running outside. And before you get all mad at me, I love the outdoors. I really do, I promise. But there are just some very important reasons why I prefer running on the treadmill for my daily routine. Most of these reasons are only applicable if I'm running by myself, just to be clear. There was a time that I literally trained for a full marathon only on the treadmill. It's just the best. Yeah, you guys will definitely want to stay tuned till the end because I'm gonna be facing some fears of mine. You see, a few months ago, I had an encounter while I was running outside that has made it so I've literally not run outside since. But I'm gonna take you back to the scene and actually show you what terrified me. And so we're gonna do that. So stick around. But maybe you can relate to some of these. So let's get to it, shall we? Number 1, access to water. I can fill up that water bottle anytime I want. And I don't have to carry it around. That's a win. Number 2, the temperature is always the same no matter what the weather's like outside. Number 3, I don't have to inhale any car exhaust. None. Not on the treadmill. None. Cannot be good for your body. Cannot. Number 4, I don't have to worry about getting abducted, which is actually, maybe an irrational fear, but it's definitely a fear I have every single minute when I'm running outside. Every minute. I'm very aware of my surroundings. Don't try to abduct me. But I also don't really run outside anymore. Oh, there's a squirrel. Number 5, whatever speed you're running at on a treadmill translates to much faster in real life, in my personal experience. So I really like running on the treadmill because then once I run in real life, I feel really fast. And it's always surprising and always a nice surprise. Number 6, I don't have to figure out how to push 3 children in a stroller. I just take them to the sweet little kids zone and they take care of my kids and I get some free time too. So it's a win-win. And there's no pushing children in strollers. I know that some of you have had bathroom emergencies when you're running. And that's number 7. You don't really have to worry about an emergency when you're on a treadmill. You can just go right to the bathroom at the gym or at your house, wherever your treadmill is. That's kind of gross, huh? It is. Number 8, indoor sweat stinks so much less than outdoor sweat. Have you guys noticed that? It's a real thing. So less stinky if you run on the treadmill. Number 9 is the opportunities for multitasking are just wild and crazy on a treadmill. I can read a magazine while watching a TV show, while listening to a podcast, while drinking my water, while running. No, really, I've done this before. It may not be the safest thing, but for me personally, I really appreciate opportunities for multitasking. So that is a huge tally on the pro side of treadmill running. Oh my gosh, you guys, we made it to number 10. Number 10 is that there are no potentially dangerous wildlife when you are running on a treadmill, assuming that you're running on a treadmill inside. And recently I had an encounter with potentially dangerous wildlife and I'm just going to pick you up right now and we're just gonna go on a little field trip, okay? So join me, friends. I promised you this footage a long time ago, and to be honest with you, I have had PTSD from my experience and I haven't wanted to go back, and so I haven't actually been back in months to the site of this particular incident, and I need to get over that, so we're doing that today. I got something to show you. The door's locked. Okay, so just to fill you in on the story, one day I went for a run with just the baby. I decided to run in this nearby neighborhood that has this little pond that you can run around because, of course, me being scared all the time, I was like, let's pick the safe place to run. This was supposed to be the safe place. Here we are at the scene of the crime. Check out this beautiful place. No wonder I want to come run here. To be honest with you, I'm getting really anxious already. My heart rate's going up. And I am wanting to go back now, but I'm already here. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep doing this. So when I ran here a few months ago, all of these weeds and like water plants were much, much taller. So you couldn't really see around the corners as you were running. So right here, I come around this corner pushing my baby. And over here, there were all these little geese. And then I kept going. And in this corner where there's this duck right here, there was a coyote staring at me, hunched over with these red eyes. Definitely a top 10 adrenaline moment in my life. I was like pushing this baby, AKA coyote food, and I like slowly backed away. And I pushed her as fast as I could up this hill. And all of her snacks just like flew out of the stroller, and I literally ran as fast as I could. Here's the part where I started crying. Here's the spot where I called animal control. They didn't answer. I was right about here when I called Seattle Fish and Wildlife. They didn't answer either. I ran the first quarter mile in probably like 1 minute. Then right about here is where I called 911. They answered. I told them all about the rogue coyote that was gonna eat my baby and probably everyone else's babies too. I cried to them as well. I hugged my baby. 911 really seemed to care, okay? They like took down all the information and they were really kind to me. Right about here is where I met this couple that was walking, and I told them about the coyote too and warned them to stay away. When I got home, I told my neighbors about it, told them to stay away. So can I just spoil the ending of the story for you? It's time you know the truth. I started to question myself. I texted my husband, I told him that I encountered a coyote but that we were safe. He was really grateful. And then his first question was, are you sure it was a real coyote? Well, yeah, I was like hunched over, had these like super scary eyes. It was definitely about to attack me and my kid. But then I started thinking, there was like a family of geese that was pretty nearby. I'm like, wouldn't they be a primary target? Why wasn't the coyote really moving? How did his eyes get so red? After I got home, I got this knock on my door, and it was my neighbor's wife. So the wife to the neighbor that I told my story to. And she told me someone had alerted her when they placed that fake coyote there. They didn't alert me. Word on the street, literally, is that it was there to protect the bunnies. So I hope the bunnies are doing okay. I didn't see any bunnies. I'm happy to report that everyone survived the coyote incident. I'm also curious how many other people called 911 in response to said coyote. I cannot believe that they took it out, but I'm really happy about it. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for my 10 reasons why I prefer running on a treadmill. And I think that you can see maybe why after this little video, why I stick to that for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of my updates. I write a lot about motherhood, a lot of medical wife support, and then some entertainment here and there, like today's post. If you want to check me out on Instagram, I'm there too, at Surgeon Wife Life. I'd love to see ya. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my run on now, so I will see you guys next time, and thank you for joining me. Until next time, stay safe, all of you outdoor runners.